Good morning, party people. Come on in the room. Come on in the room.
Good morning.
Grand Risings family. Sorry, Ella and I are on the road. We're in North Carolina right now.
Word. Okay. Where y'all headed? Well, where you headed?
Back to Philadelphia. We just left Atlanta. We left Atlanta at 4 a.m. So we still got another 7 hours to go.
Word up. Safe travels. Safe travels. How was
Thank
Atlanta?
you.
You all went to, how was Atlanta?
It was fun. We got to meet Keisha. We got to meet Jabari. We got to meet Beckon. We got to meet Carmela and Johnny.
Yeah.
And then we had some friends who actually were down there from Philadelphia at the same time. So Jabari and Keisha and I think Anthony got to meet. Yeah, we got to meet Anthony as well. We got to meet all of them.
Okay. Anthony Leslie?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you met some heavy hitters. That's what's up.
Yeah, I also got some words of wisdom. We're finishing out the week, and I was not complaining, but kind of reminiscing on all the junk that most people have to wait a year, 2 years, 3 years in the business to go through. I got all 3 years in my first 3 months, so I'm kind of thankful.
Yeah, I was having that conversation with one of my agents. Also, like I feel like time, like we're on a current almost. It's like I feel like time frames are being condensed. Like,
That's a blessing, brother.
Yeah, because when what she is experiencing, I told her, I'm like, it takes people years, and you are in your first. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it adds to that growth. I mean, that just lets me know that she's gonna, and you are gonna be a huge pillar within this business because you're experiencing all that now. You're making the mistakes. We're not making mistakes, but you're having those experiences now. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, so that way in the end, it's smooth sailing. So that's what's up. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Like I said, man, safe travels. I appreciate your consistency. You're here, man. A part about being a leader is to all y'all that show up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. A huge part of being a leader is showing up. And that can be the hardest part. I mean, it's the simplest thing, but that can be the hardest part, just logging in, going to that training. Who's signed up for Greenville? Who's gonna be in Greenville?
We'll be there in 2 weeks. Yep, we'll be driving right back down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, Lashone. It's good to see you. Good morning, Corey. Dominique, I spoke to you. Ashlyn, it's good to see you, lady. Yes. You can put it in the chat. I know some of us are still at work. Kudos to y'all tuning in to this call on the clock. Hello. So yeah, put in the chat. I like feedback. I don't want to, be before you all long. Good morning. Obviously, put in the chat. Encourage people to continue tuning in. It's gonna be we're gonna be talking about taking the limits off of our thinking. I feel it's this being the beginning of a 4-week, a new volume month, right? Kind of turning the page. We had a great 5-week. Congratulations to everybody on reaching their goals, on getting their title back, getting promoted if you got promoted. How was the weekend? I want to do that. How was your weekend, right? Can we talk about that before we just hop into the business? Any fun, exciting? I know Bryce shared his weekend. He was in Atlanta kicking it with all the top leaders in the company. So who, anything exciting? What happened? I went to a PBR. I'll go. I went to a PBR on Saturday, and it was exciting. There were a realtor was there to share her expertise in the St. Louis market. A investor was there to share his expertise on stocks and trading and things of that nature, as well as business credit experts, and of course us being the actual personal credit financial literacy experts. So it was a great event. had the wine going, right? Had, you know, refreshments. And that's really what it's all about. I'm actually in the process of solidifying a location here within the St. Louis market so we can begin having weekly meetings. Again, if there's not a PBR in your market, that's your cue to start one, right? I mean, that's not to say, oh, well, I guess this market's dead or this market is, you know, it's a lost cause. No, that means that they are asking you. The people are silently asking. They're not asking you personally. They're not calling your phone saying, hey, start this event. But there is a people in your market that is yearning, that is waiting for this information. They want that home. They want that car. They want these investments. They want the business, but they don't know the how. They don't know how to navigate, you know, throughout this financial system. So there's a people that's yearning and looking for what we have to offer. So yeah, get out. That was mine. Anybody else? I heard Bryce. Come on, I don't want us to be the only. Corey, what you do this weekend, man? How you closed out the month strong? I know you did, boss.
I didn't. I really not like I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So this is a new volume month, so I'm all in. All
Absolutely.
in. Just gonna keep it moving this volume month.
Let's go. 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 I appreciate your transparency, right? Because you know he said, "Yeah, man, I know, but I didn't meet my goal, but that's okay." His mindset is like, "Okay, that was then. What did they? Who was on the alliance call last night? What did that young man say? He said, "Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's last month's goals are not this month's goals." So we're turning the page, we're flipping the script, and we're starting off strong, right? It starts now. The first week of any volume month is it's imperative. I mean, how you start is how you finish, right? So let's start off strong. And I think it starts with our mind, right? We know that this is a personal development program, right, with a compensation plan attached to it. So your mind really is the driving force of your success. I mean, what you're saying to yourself, right? How you're thinking, your mindset. What are you focused on? Because Corey could have been focused on the fact that he didn't meet his goal last month and just be depressed, down and out, and like, well, this don't work. This is it. But no, his mind is renewed, is refreshed, right? He's like, look, that was then. This is now. I'm fired up. Let's get it. That's the mindset you have to have. What are you focused on? Are you focused on the wins that you did see, even though you didn't meet your goal? You should still focus on those wins that you did, right? Did have last month, and make the corrections, right? Everything is a learning lesson, right? So whatever happened that was negative, take that, reflect. You know, yesterday was really a day to do that. On Sunday, you know, the first day of the month, just kind of, you know, line everything out. What happened? What can I do better this month to ensure that I'm filling in those gaps? So get excited. I'm excited today. Anybody else? Andre, any exciting news this weekend? Anything fun you did? Walter, I see you on. Dominique.
I didn't reach my goal either, but it's all right. But I did reach the highest volume that I ever had in my organization.
Let's
For
go.
the first time. So that is positive. I do have something to look forward to grow from the last volume month. So I'm excited about this 4-week volume month. We're gonna go ahead hard, staying focused, back on the grind, staying in phase 1.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I love it, man. I love the transparency on this call this morning. Walter, my man, you got your coffee?
Yeah, it is. It's over there. I just haven't got the cup. I didn't hit my goal. All right. And I'm not going to I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm pretty pissed off. All right. I have nobody to blame but myself. The reason I didn't make it because I didn't want it bad enough. I was selfish. I didn't talk to enough people. I didn't motivate my team and show them the path to the money to their success. And that's why I failed. That will not happen again. We've got some great stuff in place. Making it a point to create forums to get this information out to groups of people. So once a week now, we're doing a home buying seminar. I've partnered up with 2 realtors and 2 mortgage people. We're looking for a 4th venue. I'm going to be in the front of the room at least 4 times a week. I will not lose this month. Okay, I will best like that. I know Dre is down with me, Joey, other frontline people. I can't say enough about the effort that they put forward, but the bottom line is it wasn't enough. So we got to find a way to double what we did. I have every confidence we will hit that. But now I'm not in a good mood today. Not by any means.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shark. Yeah. So I mean, that's a place. That's a real place, y'all. That's a real place. And that's the part of the personal development, right? I mean, that takes a lot to look in the mirror and say, okay, I have no one else to blame for this but me, right? I mean, that takes a lot to do that, and we don't, and that takes vulnerability, right? And that's something that, I mean, I'll speak for me. I don't like being vulnerable, even with myself, right? But it's needed, and so I appreciate hearing that side of it too, because it's like we go so hard, but it's all, if we don't meet it, it's something that we missed. And so that's what I mean by reflecting, kind of taking a look back and see where we need to fill in those gaps. But Ms. Woodbine, I see we have her on the call. You're unmuted. Did you want to add, piggyback off of that?
Yeah, and I just want to say good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Nate, for this. What it is when you have leaders, I'm telling you, y'all read that book, How to Create Network Marketing Leaders. You guys can't do everything by yourself. You got to get your leaders to lead, because this is a network marketing business. It is a group effort. There's no one man runs the show. Everybody has to work together. So you guys need to find those 2 or 3 leaders like Nate and Penelope, that can really help, build themselves. Number one, by leading these meetings, like taking turns and leading these meetings is important. And so that's something that I've been trying to implement. So thank you, Nate. But I wanted to say, I enrolled a car salesman this weekend. When I look back in my phone, I spoke to him in 2018. Okay, 2018, we had this conversation. All of a sudden I get a call from him because he's watching my Instagram, and I'll blast out, hit him up sometimes. I'll blast out messages inviting people to stuff. 2018, we had a whole conversation. I was looking through my text message and he hit me up and said, "Oh, are you still doing that credit thing? They always ask you that." Yes. And what did I say? When are you ready to get started? I didn't even say, "Sure, do you want me to call you?" I said, "When are you getting started?" He laughed, LOL. "When can you talk?" He signed up. He said he gave me 2 customers that we're going to work on, and his wife needs the service. So people are watching you. They want to see, are you consistent? Are you sticking in with this? Because he has to represent himself with his clients. Am I repping myself with somebody who's just going to quit the next day? Because it got hard? No, he wants to make sure that this person is solid. Maybe he didn't have the money then, or think he had the need for it, but he needs to fix his credit. His clients do, and so does his wife, people right in his household. So just keep that mindset and keep going, no matter what. Nate, I know you had a video. Did you do that already? You didn't share all that?
No, yeah, I just, we were just catching up, and then I'm about to go into that next. So yeah, I do have a video that I did want to share with you guys just to kind of help us, because I know we talk about mindset, we talk about taking the limits off, but we really, that's a lot easier said than done. So I did kind of want to give you all, some strategy, just to kind of a new way of thinking, because I wanted to say this. We get so excited about 5-week volume months, right? I want to push us, challenge us to keep that same excitement during the 4-week months, right? Because what if there was no 5-week volume month, right? Would you just not hit VP? Would you not hit SD? Would you just not hit the goal because you don't have that extra week? No. So it's really if you want to be honest, right? If we didn't meet our goal, right, for this 5-week volume month, it's because we didn't do the work for the 2 4-week months that came before it. 4, 4, 5. It's not blank 5. You know what I mean? So we got to put the work in now, in order to see the results that we're looking for during that 5-week month, right? Before we hop in, want to encourage y'all. Congratulations on whatever you did last month, whether we met our goal or not. be grateful, right? Operate from that attitude of gratitude. I'm grateful for what happened. And now we're moving forward to greater, right? So let me stop talking because I can talk this whole darn call, and I'm going to share this life-changing video, right? Use this to change your life. Limitless brain. Let me know if you all can hear this okay in the chat.
Your life is like an egg, that if an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. But if it's broken by an inside force, life begins. Great things begin on the inside. So fearless motivation has a saying, strong mind, strong life. And I want to take it to a new level. This is about limitless mind, limitless life. I'm going to show you the 5 keys to creating a limitless mind and a limitless life. My name is Jim Quick of Quick Learning. I'm here to help you to learn quickly. I am a brain coach and author of the new book, Limitless. Upgrade your brain, learn anything faster, and unlock your exceptional life. So let me share with you the 5 keys. But before I do, let me give you a framework. This is a framework I call the Limitless Model. And it's a 3-part framework. Imagine 3 intersecting circles. They overlap each other. And each of these 3 things are what's going to unlimit you. A process I call in the book unlimiting. Actively removing the borders and barriers to your life. So I want you to imagine a box. Imagine a box that you feel stuck in. It could be an area of your life where you're not making progress or you're not advancing. You feel like you're being held back. Maybe it's in your relationship. Maybe it's in your income. Maybe it's in your career. Maybe it might be in your health or your fitness. Think about an area of your life right now where you feel like you're in a box. Now that box is a 3-dimensional box, and there are 3 forces that keep you in that box. And there are also 3 forces that will liberate you out of that. So let me give you the framework right now. It's in these 3 circles. The first circle is called your mindset. Your mindset. And how I define that is your set of assumptions and attitudes on what you believe is possible, what you believe you deserve, what you believe you are capable of, what you believe is in your power. And so that's your mindset. Now, the second circle is your motivation. What is your motive for taking action? Now, a lot of people, they think motivation is getting hyped up, going to an event, but the evidence that you are motivated is that you do something. You could say you're motivated, you could feel like you're motivated, but if you're not acting and working out or reading or doing the things you need to do, then you're not really motivated, are you? And so there's a 3-part formula to motivation that I'm going to share with you in a moment. It's part of the 5 steps. And this is the key to sustainable motivation. When some people think about Limitless, they think about the movie with Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro, where Bradley Cooper goes from 0 to hero by taking a pill. And if he takes that pill, he has this incredible memory, incredible focus. He learns languages. He writes his books in a handful of days, right? But what happens is after the pill wears off, he loses all his motivation. So what's the key to sustainable motivation? And I'm going to give you that in one moment. The final piece, though, the 3rd M, you have mindset, motivation, is your methods. Your methods. Your methods are the strategies, the techniques, the tools, the process, if you will, for achieving that goal. Now, in the book, we talk about accelerated learning, and the methods are on speed reading, on memory improvement, on focus, concentration, on how to study technical material in half the time. But if you don't have the mindset and the motivation to use those tools, there's a big lie. And that lie is that knowledge is power. Here's the thing, all the videos, podcasts, programs, none of it works unless you work too. And so knowledge is potential power. It becomes power when you what? When you put it into action. And that's really the key. So when you see this framework of mindset, motivation, and methods, what I want you to see is those intersecting points. Where mindset crosses over with motivation, you have something called inspiration. Where mindset and motivation mix, you have inspiration. And there are mindset books and motivational books and mindset speakers and motivational speakers, and there are inspirational speakers and inspirational books and inspirational movies. Where mindset crosses over with methods, you believe it's possible and you know what to do, that's ideation. It only stays an idea because you lack the what? The motivation. And where motivation crosses over with methods, you have something called implementation. Implementation. You're motivated and you know what to do, the methods, but you could still be stuck in that box because you're only going to be able to achieve what you believe is possible, what you believe you are capable of, what you believe you deserve. So, for example, when people see me on stage, I often have a number of people stand up, maybe 50 or 100 people, and I'll memorize all their names, forwards and backwards, or there'll give me 100 numbers or 100 words, and I'll memorize those. And I always tell people, I don't do this to impress you. I do this to express to you what's truly possible. But here's the thing, you just were not taught. If anything, you were taught a lie. You were taught a limit. A lie is a limited idea entertained. That's what lie stands for me. A limited idea that you're entertaining. It's not necessarily true. So if you learn in my book, for example, how to remember names, that's the method. But your mindset is, oh, I'm too old, or I'm too stupid, or I have a horrible memory. Your brain is like a supercomputer, and your self-talk is a program it will run. So if you tell yourself you're not good at remembering names, you will not remember the name of the next person you meet because you've programmed your supercomputer not to. In fact, that is step one. For a limitless mind and a limitless life, you need to be able to upgrade your mindset. And where it starts is your self-talk. People come to me all the time and say, Jim, I have a horrible memory. Jim, I'm not smart enough. And I always say, stop. If you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. If you fight for your limitations, they're yours. And here's the thing, when you have that negative self-talk, your mind is always eavesdropping on your self-talk. So you want to keep it positive. And the best way of doing it is just self-awareness. Notice that inner voice. And when you say something negative like, oh, I don't have a great memory, then just add a little word at the end, like yet. I don't have a great memory yet. And it opens up the possibility. So that's step one, is to upgrade your mindset and control your self-talk. Step 2, 3, and 4 come in the form of your motivation formula. Now there's a key formula for achieving sustainable motivation. And if you procrastinate and you put things off or you sabotage, you need to look at your motivation. The 3-step formula is this: P times E times S3. P times E times S3. So the P stands for purpose. When you want to be motivated, I want you to ask yourself this question: why must I do this? What are all the benefits that will come, the rewards that I'll achieve by doing this thing? And what are the consequences that I will feel if I do not do this? So the P is purpose, have a reason. Great book, Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Start with your why. Why must I do this? The E in the equation of motivation is this: energy. Here's what my mind did. I pulled out in my thought experiment and I said, I want to build the ultimate motivated human being. If they have a big enough purpose, will they always be motivated? And I thought, no, because they could be lacking the energy. If they don't have the energy, let's say that maybe they're motivated, they have purpose to work out, they know all the reasons and all the benefits, how they're going to feel and look, but maybe they have a newborn and they didn't sleep for 2 days in a row. What are they going to do? They're not going to be motivated because they lack energy. Or let's say you want to read, we're famous for teaching people how to read at least one book a week. Maybe you want to read one book a week, but you ate a really big processed meal and you're in a food coma, and you can have all the reasons and purpose, but you don't have the mental energy, you have mental fatigue and brain fog, so you can't get yourself motivated to read. So you need to optimize your energy. In the book, we talk a lot about the best brain foods, how to lower stress, how to optimize your sleep, so much more, but you need to tap into that well of energy. And finally, my mind said, okay, if we're building the ultimate motivated human being and you have the purpose and that person has unlimited energy, will they always be motivated? And I thought, no, something's missing. If that thing is too big, your goal is too big, too intimidating, or too confusing, like maybe your goal is to Find your soulmate and live happily ever after. That's way too big. Maybe your goal is to have, the perfect physique and six-pack abs. That's way too big. Maybe your goal is to make the next $1 billion online brand. Way too big. S3 stands for small, simple steps. Here's how you get that small, simple step. You ask yourself this question: what is the smallest action I could take that will allow me progress towards this goal where I cannot fail? What is the smallest action I could take that allows me progress towards this goal where I cannot fail? Because it requires very little effort, very little energy. So maybe you're not going to think, oh, I got to work out every single day. Maybe your small, simple step, if you're not motivated, is getting on your running shoes. Maybe if you want to read a book a week, maybe that's too big. Maybe it's just that day opening up the book or reading one sentence. And you're not going to stop at one sentence, are you? No, of course not. Yard by yard, it's too hard. But inch by inch, it's a cinch. That's the goal. Break it down into tiny steps. So far, in order to build this and create this limitless mind and this limitless life, first, control your self-talk, your thoughts, upgrade your mindset. Second, find your purpose. Third, optimize your energy through the great food, stress management, optimizing your sleep, and 7 other things we talk about in the Limitless book. And break it down into small, simple steps. That's the 4th key. And your 5th key for creating a limitless mind and a limitless life, the 5th key is this: upgrade your methods. Upgrade your methods. In times of crisis where things are changing, in turbulent times, you do not want to downgrade your dreams to meet your current situation. What you want to do is upgrade your capabilities, your methods, your skills to meet your dreams, to meet your destiny, if you will. And the challenge is, when's the last time you upgraded your skills? And I think if there's one skill to master in the 21st century, especially today, it's your ability to learn faster. If there was a genie who could grant you any one wish, but just one wish, what would you wish for? Infinite wishes, right? Millions of wishes. Well, if I was your learning genie and I could help you learn any one subject or any one skill, become a master, any one subject or any one skill, what would the equivalent be of asking for infinite wishes? What skill or subject? It would be learning how to what? Learning how to learn. Because if you can learn how to learn, you could grant all your wishes. You could apply that towards money, towards marketing, towards management, towards Mandarin, towards music, towards martial arts. Everything in your life gets easier. Learning how to learn is the most important skill. To apply it towards something like upgrading your brain, like you would upgrade your phone. And simple things that you could do. Simple things we teach in the book and in our podcast on how to remember names, how to learn a language, how to read 2 or 3 times faster, how to focus and concentrate. Because here's the thing, this is not about how smart you are. It's not how smart you are, it's how are you smart. It's not how smart you are, it is how are you smart. And here's the final words. Your life is like an egg, that if an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. But if it's broken by an inside force, life begins. Great things begin on the inside, and you have greatness inside of you. You have genius inside of you. Now is the time to apply that fearless motivation, to have your limitless mind, to have and enjoy your limitless life. I'm your brain coach, Jim Quick, and I want to thank you for watching this. And I wish your days be full of lots of life, lots of laughter, lots of love, and always lots of learning.
Wow. Thoughts? What are y'all thoughts? Come on. We taking the limits off. Was it confusing? Do I need to play it again? Y'all look like deer in headlights. What's up? How y'all feeling? Y'all are y'all? Did it make sense? Taking the limits off of your thinking, right?
Good morning. Good morning. I love to share. It definitely makes sense. So that's like something that I struggle with every day. So I definitely needed that this morning because one minute it's like, man, I know I got this. I could do anything. And then I doubt myself in the moment, like right after the positive self-talk. So it's like evaluating, why do I have that hold or that, overall, because even as far as meeting my goals, I know I didn't meet my goals because I didn't do what I was supposed to do in the beginning. I should have been working how I was working in the end of the value month like I was in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and sometimes you still just have to go through it because not only you say that, Alyssa tell us that, Jabari been telling me that, and it's like you still have to live through it and and not live in that moment of negativity, be able to pull yourself right back up and keep going stronger, keep going harder. And that's what a lot of us, including myself, I just get so down about something. Now I'm even more down, and they trickle onto other things. That's why it's like you got to keep that high energy and keep going because it's gonna get greater later. So I loved it, and I'm gonna start following him on YouTube. So
I know that's right.
Thank you, Nate.
Yes, and he said something that addressed when those thoughts come in our mind, guys. We have to know that it is a limited idea being entertained. It's a lie. It's a lie. Okay, it's a lie. When you, I mean, this is a I don't know where I was on a training somewhere, and it was said, and this stuck out to me, when you have a thought, this is how the human brain works. When you have a thought to do something, it's best to act within 2 to 3 seconds of having that thought. If you do not, you're not going to do it, because it's almost second nature for us to be thinking about all the mistakes we made in the past, all the no's that we got, it's kind of almost second nature for us to have those thoughts. So it's imperative that when you do have that thought to do something, to call that person, to post that reel, to follow up with that individual, that you do it within seconds of having the thought to ensure that it'll get done. But yeah, when we going throughout the hustle and bustle, yes, life is going to happen, right? Each and every one of us have a life outside of UWE. We all have a life outside of this company, but it's imperative that we are fixed on our goals so much to the point where even if life is happening around us, we're so laser focused that it's not affecting us. You know what I mean? Who else? I appreciate you, Dominique, for your transparency. Unmuted. I'm glad that that video helped you out this morning. Who else has something to add? What was your takeaway, Corey?
I like the part, just the small steps, because remember, like, being negative and positive is balance. So you're gonna always have that negative come up, but you just want to make sure you have enough positivity in your mind to you pushing it out. So you're gonna always have something negative come up, something's gonna happen, like you said, life happens, but you're gonna have to just keep going. And that's what's being motivated is, just staying consistent. And even if you have to reset, take small steps to get back going. So it's not an overnight thing, it's a marathon.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I love that, Corey. Said it's a marathon, it's not overnight. Thank you. I just wanted to jump in real quick. Nate, you're doing an amazing job. And Dominique, look, everybody goes to this, girl. Everybody. That's why you got to wake up and listen to something positive for 30 minutes. Do personal development for 30 minutes. You can listen to, if you're spiritual, whatever it is, for 10 minutes. They have these, miracle morning. I've heard of that. They were talking about that this morning, Miracle Morning for the realtor. So I'm sure they have Miracle Morning for the entrepreneur and everything else like that. And there's this Audible that basically it tells you like stretch, do this, like it walks you through like 10 minutes of these different just exercises just to get your mind going in the morning. Be excited, be positive. Girl, call somebody in the morning. If it's me, if it's Jabari, be like, hey, good morning. You need to hear a positive voice in the morning. You know, we hype in the morning. If that's what you need to do, you got to do it. But like Corey said, small steps. You're welcome, babe. You know, one of the things that he talked about as a small step was yet. Did you hear the word when he said yet? Oh man, I'm never gonna get to sales director yet. He said, add that, just that one little thing to help you in the morning, anytime your brain takes over, you know, you're getting tired in the afternoon, no one has responded, all your appointments canceled, appointments act like they ain't make appointments for themselves when they the one who clicked the button to make the appointment, and now they ain't answering the phone. We all go through this. You just have to know that there are 68 million, used to be, let me rewind. There are 112 million people in the United States with less than a 580 credit score. Okay? Less than a 580 credit score. So there are people out there to help. So don't say never, just say yet. Yet. Do your post every day. Do the small things that you know you need to do every day. If it's a voice note to some people, we talk about that all the time. Looking for new, look in your memory jogger, right? Y'all got those memory joggers from your, what do you call it? The binder. Okay, go through that. Have I talked to anyone from this category of careers? Have I ever talked to anyone from this category? Sometimes we don't remember what's in the binder because we haven't gone back there. We think we know everything already. So we never go back and refresh. Go look at that memory jogger. It's from Eric Worre. That's where it originated from Eric Worre's memory jogger. Okay. He's the one who created that. And basically, if you even see a video around it, he talks about it. You could probably Google it online and go into that. Is there someone's birthday on Facebook? Do they have an anniversary? Whatever it is, just call them and check in with them, be positive, remind them what you're doing, and tap into their network. Add a new group. When was the last time you added a new group? Those are small steps like Corey was talking about. Have you added a new group lately? You know, maybe you picked up a new hobby. Find the group on that. Don't limit yourself. And it's hard. I mean, I have been through it too as an entrepreneur. You know, imagine real estate agents right now. If I didn't have something else. I had one client, I drove an hour and 15 minutes, okay, to show him one house. I ain't doing that again. I got a showing agent over there. I don't find someone for $40 to show this man. But I went all the way over there, okay? I went to go turn in my offer. The lady told me she had 50 offers already. The house listed for $270. Someone had already bid all the way up to $320. Do you think normal everyday people have an extra $50,000 to be qualified for? Number one, they're probably looking at the max that they have. Okay, and I like to give you guys these real estate tips because you guys seem like y'all love them real estate agents, right? I cannot get paid if I don't close a deal. But how I'm gonna do that? Because I'm fighting against 50 people. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna make my offer amazing, but guess what? I can only do what my client can do. So I could sit here and be like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? You know what I said? I said, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna find listings. Well, I put up my first listing for the year, okay, for 2022. I put it up on Friday at 5 p.m. We now have 16 offers. All right. And that's the small thing I did, just going back to my clients and saying, hey, I know I sold you this house a long time ago. Are you ready to list? You know, are you ready to sell that home? Guess what? You can make $200,000, which is what she's going to make even more. She owes $135,000. people are bidding up to 425,000. So actually she's gonna make like maybe almost 300,000 on this home. And I could have just been down and out about it, but about the 50 offers before, but I said, I need to get into listings. Let me switch it up. I need to go find more people who really would love to buy a home, but they don't know how to do it. That could be my why, showing, 50 people this year how to do it and getting them in this credit program. But don't limit yourself. What was that PSE or PS3 they were talking about, Nate?
Yeah, P times E times S3. So purpose times energy times small, simple steps. Those small, simple steps that we were talking about. And that could be something as little as making a post, right? I mean, that's super small. When I first thought about it, I'm thinking like, okay, core rank, field trainer, that's something small. But I'm thinking we need to dumb it super small, super duper simple to posting a story, posting a result, sharing, something small that you can do consistently over a period of time to obviously compound, those results, that success, right?
Nate.
Yes, sir.
Oh, just one thing, just echo and really piggyback you and Keisha. What y'all are talking about is activity.
Yeah.
You're talking about action.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that'll take the negativity, the lack of confidence, the anxiety. Activity or action will get rid of all of that, right? Because you're in motion. That's where you're gaining confidence from, right? It's, somebody I read, life is 10% of what actually took place and 90% of how you react to it, right? Positive people have negative thoughts. They just don't become consumed by them, right? Because when you have that negative thought, when you take action, that gives you confidence and that changes your mentality, right? I have too many leads right now to worry about somebody who didn't make their appointment.
Right.
Guess what? You still have bad credit. That means nothing to me. And I have too many other people. Yeah, I'm a little irritated because you wasted my time. Some of you blocked off time that somebody else could have had, and they could have made that appointment. And I let them know that when they come back. Like seriously, we're business people, right? Or we're professionals, right? You respect for one another's time. When you make that appointment, keep that appointment. If not, reschedule. Something came up. Well, your phone doesn't work? No, that's why you text me. But that's the one thing. What did they say? Excuse me. That the an acronym was ACE, right? Action cures everything. Activity cures everything. That's stay in motion, right? That's what we always talk about. Fall in love with the process. I love what I do, right? So this is say the activity is what I enjoy doing. The results really out of my hands. But I know if I'm developing and I'm fundamentally sound at providing value, okay, that I'm gonna win enough because I'm gonna help enough people. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's time to get to work.
Yeah, no doubt. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's really what it's about. But to whatever we feed the most is gonna live. Whatever we starve is what dies, right? So whatever, I see Carmela, I see you raised your hand. He said something in this video, if you fight for your limitations, they become yours. Whatever you feed the most will thrive. Whatever you starve will die. I want to completely demolish, annihilate, smash, whatever you want to say, fear, break the back of fear, break the back of anxiety, doubt, all of that. Whatever you feed the most lives. Whatever you starve will die. Carmela.
That's awesome, Nate. This is really, really good. I just wanted to say that also I have learned that and continuously learn that it's in your quiet time is when God speaks the most. So you have to really listen for the strategies. God is speaking, and you may not receive it as God, but God is speaking, okay? And we don't always listen. And he's given us the strategies to be successful in this business, you know, and that's something that I have learned personally, and he's definitely doing it. He's definitely I'm listening, and I would just encourage you guys to have those quiet moments, even if it's just 5 minutes, you know, and don't be distracted, and really hear and listen and write down whatever you're being shown, and then act on it. Do what you need to do, and utilize the tools that we do have, you know. And I do agree with Keisha to go back to the basics, go back to foundation. You know, sometimes we get so overwhelmed, like Nate said, with titles and things like that. And we're trying to do these extra big moves, and we're not even doing the foundational steps. So just to encourage everybody, and I'm not telling you guys nothing that I'm not doing, I promise you. I mean, definitely, we just had just to share quickly, we just had a phenomenal event Saturday. And I promise you, I'm gonna be real with you guys, I doubted. I did doubt it. God gave us that event to do. That was a strategy move. And I was just getting frustrated, you know, and I was like, well, you know, and then God shut me down. I was like, no, I gave it to you. So I had to dead those negative thoughts. I had to, what we call in the church, rebuke those negative thoughts, and pray, and also people that I knew in my circle that was going to inspire me, encourage me, you know. And you know, even person that I didn't even, you know, think God just put in my heart, my oldest son, and he was like, you got to do this. He said, God gave it to you, you got to do it. He's not even here in Georgia, you know. And I was like, okay, all right, got it. And let me just tell you, people was here 20 minutes early trying to get in the door. It was a phenomenal event. We ran out of chairs. So when you listen, and he will show you, he will direct your path. So turn it back over to you, Nate.
No, don't give it back to me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, that was that was awesome. That was wow. I'm so excited to hear how successful your event. Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, great. Thank you so much for sharing. Penelope, I saw your hand was raised.
Congrats, Carmela.
I'm in this bad location. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay?
Go, Penelope, go.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So first of all, I just want to say thank you guys for running this morning. I'm a little tired, but I'm just so excited. I promoted, with the help of my RVP, a new field trainer. And it was exciting. But what I want to say is this part. You guys talked about getting back to the foundation. The foundation is everything. See, when you have a solid foundation, when you do different things or whatever, because you have that solid foundation, just go back to it and rebuild on top of that solid foundation until you find that system that works for you. Yesterday, I got to pick Jermaine Simon's brain, Anthony Leslie, VP Anthony Leslie's brain, Kevin Glover's brain. So I went to an event and everybody was having fun, but I spent time trying to figure out, how are you guys surviving and thriving? And it was fun to just learn. but they all said the same thing. Every last person said the same thing. And that thing is, I do this to help people. I do this to help people. It's not about the money, because the money comes. Okay. It's about the people. I love you more. And when you start really focusing, because my focus is really on the people. My focus on Saturday was making sure that my brand new agent hit field trainer. And we got it done. I know I was on Keisha's nerves, because it'd be 11 o'clock here, 2 o'clock over there. You can't go to sleep yet. I need you to be up. But it's just really about the people. And so yesterday, funny story, I watched John Delgado walk on fire. It freaked me out. I think it freaked him out when he realized what he was doing. But we celebrated his wife, but I watched a man and his whole team was there. And he's more focused on helping and building people than he is on all the success that he has. And that's why he has this success. God gave him a vision and he ran with the vision, just like Carmela said. When God gives you a vision, it's going to be a whole bunch of naysayers. It's going to be a whole bunch of everything. You're going to be your number one naysayer. But if God said it, believe it and run with it. And so God has always given me a vision and I've doubted it. And I tell Keisha all the time, and then sometimes Keisha be like, how do you have the faith to believe? I believe what God said. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm getting ready to take over California. I'm not going to say that. Too many of us in California. But what I will say is, those who want to build and grow California, we're going to do that as a team, and we're going to do that as a force. So I'm just super excited to put the Yay area on the map. And I'm really excited about what God is going to do for this. So that's my little spiel, guys. I love you all. Mwah.
Thank you, Penelope. We love you back, girl. We love you back, girl. That's awesome. Congratulations on your new promoted agent. Yes, that's what it takes. Up till 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, getting it D-O-N-E. Done. Done. Okay. Awesome. Moving forward, I know we time is getting away from us, but this is so good. I don't know. This is good to me this morning. Ashlyn, I see your hand is raised, lady. You got something to add?
Good morning, everyone. Yes, something I wanted to add really quickly was that I was listening to the video that you were playing, Nate, and then I was also listening to Pastor Jamal Bryant this morning. Right, right. And one thing the video said was, work smart. And that said something to me because I am like 110% of all personality. So I overanalyze, I think about this, I think about that all the time. It's like, don't work hard, work smart. And I am the person, I don't like to do things over again. I don't like to waste my time. Like Walter said, I'm not a big proponent of like repeating myself if I don't have to, but work smart and not hard. So whatever working smart is for you, whatever that time frame that is for you, 1 to 4, 6 to 9, whatever that frame is for you to work your business, work smart. Don't work hard. Calm yourself. Speak positivity. Speak life over yourself. Speak liberty through and around yourself, and it will come to fruition. One thing Pastor Jamal Bryant said was, we are sabotaging ourselves just by what we speak out of our mouths. Just by what we speak out of our mouths, we will sabotage ourselves. The opportunities will be there. The mentors, the guidance, the friends, the family will be there, even though there are some that don't support, but there are some that will be there. It will put you right where you need to be, but we sabotage ourselves only because we don't believe it. Only because we don't believe it. And something that Keisha said was, we will be field trainer or we will be sales director. It's when it will happen. Is that yet? Y-E-T, yet. Instead of just demolishing or taking yourself out of the whole equation, just say, when I hit this, or when I hit that, or just say, I'm here just to educate my community, like a Jay said last night. How many people am I going to educate? That's it, you know? And that's something I just have to speak to myself. So that really resonated with me, because that's where I am. How many people can I speak to? How many people can I educate? Whether they enroll or not, I left an impression. I left a dent. I left a mark. They're going to remember me. So just a little food for thought, something that resonated with me that I just wanted to share with everyone today.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, can I say something? Oh, can I say something?
Come on, Penelope.
Ashley just dropped, you dropped the mic, but it made me think about something. We all know the story of David and Goliath, right? You know, the 3 smooth stones. Goliath was a giant. David was a 14-year-old boy. So I did a study on that. So when David was there, the whole thing was there was a whole army, and they were afraid of one giant. One giant, and the deal was, Goliath said to them, if I win, you guys become my slaves. But if you win, we'll become your slaves. So their freedom was on the line. And they were cowarding, scared. And what really stuck out to me when I began to really analyze and think about this, it goes back to what Carmela was saying, and even what I shared. If God tells you you can do something, that means he's behind you, and he's going to move all the obstacles out of the way, not instantly. And notice I said he will move the obstacles. So there are going to be obstacles in the way. So while the whole army was scared, this 14-year-old little boy believed and knew that he knew that God was on his side. And while they had armor and all of that, he had 3 little stones. 3 little stones to conquer the giant. You know what those 3 little stones are? The system, following the system, your upline, letting your upline help you do what you need to do, and consistency. Those are your 3 stones. Be consistent, follow the system, and stay connected to your upline. You keep them little stones, and he had 5. I'm not even going to get into the other 2, but keep them stones right there. And that's how you'll be able to conquer anything you want. Everybody don't want to be Pinnacle. Some people are just like, let me be vice president. Okay, well, let's go, VP. There's a purpose. The Bible says many are called, but the chosen are few. Most of the time, the chosen are few is because when they look at the work that has to be done, they like, all right, I'm good. I can't do that. I'm good. No, you hear this long? Keep going. I've been in this business 3 years. I just had my 3-year anniversary. And I am super duper excited because Billy Scott told me, just be here. Just make sure you here next year. So I look forward to my anniversary. My anniversary and my birthday are the most 2 important things. My birthday is the day that God said, I got a purpose for you. And my anniversary in this company is when God said, and here's your purpose right here.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. Yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, that's what's up. She said, many are called, few are chosen. That's Bible. I like to flip it because many are called, few choose. It's a decision.
Say that, Nate.
Come on, somebody. I can't hear nobody. Many are called, few choose. I'm gonna leave it at that. Bryce, I see you got your hand up, and then LaShonda will close out with you, sweetie.
was trying to contain myself. So I'm just going to make this really quick. None of this is my information. It's just from what I've heard, what I've read. First point, and sorry to hear my daughter crying. She's in the car seat. She's not very happy. First thing was the book that I've been recommending, which Alyssa's recommended to us, Millionaire Mindset. There's one thing that says that kind of stuck out with everything we're saying right now. Out of all of the animals on the planet, humans are the only and most evolved animal, but we're the only ones that self-sabotage. A squirrel does not say, oh, I'm not going to dig a hole and go find nuts for the winter because I'm not able. That's the first thing. We are the only humans we are the only animals and creatures on the planet that self-sabotage. First thing. Second thing, we're all focusing on the positive. I get the positive. However, do not let that negative be a problem in your life. I look forward to the negative. If I don't get any negative, I feel like I'm hitting a problem. Because if you don't hit a negative and you can't grow through it, you're stagnant. If you're not growing, if you're not uncomfortable, then there's nothing new for you. Steve Harvey, if you look it up, it's just look up on YouTube. Steve Harvey goes through dirt, and he says all these people complain about the fact that they're going through dirt. My mama was a drug addict, or my daddy had this problem, or I was locked up and I had this problem. At the end of the day, that's dirt. Every plant needs to go through dirt in order to grow. So if you want to grow, you have to go through that dirt. Look forward to those negatives. Me personally, I expect to get no's. I look for no's every single day. If I don't look for those no's, I know for a fact I'm never going to get those yeses. If I always got a yes, I'd get bored. I'm a person who needs to go through struggles or I won't succeed. And every one of us understand that we don't like the struggle, but look forward to the struggle. If you're looking forward to the struggle and you keep riding forward, I promise, when you get to the end, not only will you feel more fulfilled because you came over and conquered what was put forth in front of you, but after you succeed, you now feel like, okay, I did it, and now I want something better. I want a bigger problem. I need to succeed even harder. So look forward to those problems. I don't know who it was who said that they had some negative self-talk. I understand that we have that self-talk, that negative self-talk, but again, go through that negative, look forward to it, and I promise it's so much worth it after you get through it. And Keisha knows I'm telling the truth because this is exactly what I talked about the other day. I'm done. Y'all have a blessed one.
You too, man. I appreciate that. The enemy only strikes when the opposing team advances. If there's no opposition, are you really growing? That's a question for yourself. Lashonda, did you have something to add, or was that an accident?
Yeah, I did have something to add. I really enjoy these calls, and they're so motivating and uplifting. And I'll be brief, but I just wanted to give a little bit of self-disclosure. So my goal and my dream as a kid was to always be a counselor because I loved helping people. And so in 2020, after about 8 years of not being in school and taking a break because life was happening so fast and so hard I couldn't keep up, I decided to go back to school to finish up the requirements for the counseling program. And my mantra when I went back to school was, I can, I will, watch me. And I did it. Last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, I left a job of 16 years that provided me with security, financial security, not necessarily happiness, but financial security, because I took the limits off and pursued my goal full time. And I believe in this business. I really do. But I'll be honest with you, I have so much doubt. I have worry. My confidence is shot. And it's like, I tell my clients, like I challenge them to tap into those critical voices, that promote doubt, worry, fear, anxiety, and all of that. And, I try to empower them so that they can have more self-compassion, self-forgiveness, and patience. But I'm not doing that. Like I did it in one area of my life, but I'm not doing it in this area and with this business. So this organization is providing me all the tools that I need, but listening to that video and listening to you, Nate, when you said that it's a decision to not push through. So that's a decision that I'm making, and I'm limiting myself. And I don't know. I just need to take my own advice and have self-compassion, self-forgiveness, and patience, and realize that I can do this. I can, I will, watch me. So this morning was so inspiring for me. It just really aligned with this mantra that I'm digging back up and applying to this business. So everything that everyone said, I'm snatching up all those gems, and it is really just feeding me spiritually and feeding my brain and spirit, I'll say. So thank you all.
Come on, clinicians. We need more clinicians. Yes. For counselors. Penelope, where you at? Yes, counselors. Yes, LaShonda. We need more clinicians of color.
Thank you.
Counselors and social workers. Come on now.
And I mean, what are you guys doing? You're helping people. That's what you're doing in your job. So this is just makes sense. Makes sense. I love it, LaShonda. Thank you for being transparent.
Thank you so much.
Keisha, I want to go swimming.
Right? I was about to say, come through.
Y'all come on to the pool. Come on to the pool. Look at it.
I can't get my hair wet though. I can't get
I
my
was
hair
just about to, Carmela, you beat me to it. I was just about to say, you know, black girls don't get their hair wet.
We got a shower cap, y'all. We got a shower cap for y'all.
Oh, y'all are silly.
Yes.
This is amazing. Go ahead, Miss Woodbine.
No, I mean, this is amazing. Thank you, Nate. You did an excellent job this morning, encouraging the people because they need it, and it's excellent. And LaShonda, I'm glad that you took the blinders off, and you want to be limitless and do your thing, because no 9-to-5 job, no manager at your 9-to-5 job will pay you enough to be his neighbor, not a neighbor with the pool either. Okay. That's all I'm gotta say.
That's a fact.
Yes. Go ahead, Nate. Wrap it up.
No, yeah, this was amazing, guys. I did have an action step. Time is kind of getting away, so I'll just post it in the actual in the group. But a small step that I did that has been giving me some results and getting leads and people interested in kind of what we have to offer on the business side, right? Of course, everyone needs the services, but on the business side, right? And that's making a reel. Well, first, I have an ad that's going, but partially, what I really want the action step to be is literally making a reel stating the opportunity that we have to offer. Work from home opportunity, financial literacy, company, no experience needed, seeking individuals across the entire United States, paid, weekly, direct, saying that. Of course, we put it in the comments. We might have posted a picture and have that as the caption, but I want to challenge all of us, if we haven't done it already, to actually make that video and use a strategy on social media would be to use a trending sound. That's a whole nother training. That's a whole nother breakfast club. But definitely connect with me to know, or your mentor, your direct mentor, to know exactly what I mean by when I say that, and how to create a reel. All those questions in the meantime, in between time, get with your mentor. But I did want to leave that with you because individuals have been reaching out just from the reel, right? Not from me, reaching out to them. They're reaching out to me because of the reel. When people can see you, they can hear you, they can feel you almost through the phone, right? They want to know more about what you have to offer. So be that person today. Take that small step, make that post, get it out there. Remember, like I said, how we start. Whatever we want to accomplish in that 5-week month starts right now in this first 4-week month, right? However we want to end whatever month we're in, 4 or 5 week, it begins with how we started off in that first week. So I want to challenge each and every one of us to hit field trainer this week. That's 2 agents, 3 customers, 3 agents, 2 customers, however you want to do it, me, myself included. I'm challenging myself to do that as well. So I'm right here in it with you guys. So like I said, I'll share that reel just for an example in the actual chat. But if there are no further questions, comments or concerns, I'm super excited, you all. Remember, if you leave from anything, take away anything from this, I want it to be, you know, whatever you feed thrives, whatever you starve dies, right? Remember that. So when you're going through those thoughts, what are you doing daily to feed your mind, right? To build up, to edify you, right? To build yourself up so that when those negative thoughts, whatever, because I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna let you go. Whatever you fed the most is what's gonna win. So if you fed your negativity most, or if you fed your positivity more, that's what's gonna win in every time. So we have to position ourselves to build up ourselves in a way to conquer any trial that comes in our path. Okay. All right, guys. I love you. I've kept you too long. It's been a great call. Super, super. Oh, Ashton, you have something to say?
Can you drop the video again?
The Limitless video?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I got you. I'll put that in the chat too.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, you all. I'll see each and every one of you at the bank and over the top. Let's make today great. Peace.